Oh shit, quicksand. No! What's up everyone, Tor from Tor Gaming here. Just got done playing the beta for Dune Awakening, and I noticed some really cool tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's get into it. Just a quick PSA, don't get eaten by sandworms, you'll lose everything, including your vehicle if you're riding it. Just so you can see, if you do get eaten by a giant sandworm, you may get glitched into this area where you can't revive and you can't actually surrender to the desert. I had to restart the title screen in order to get out of this. Tip number 1. Sandstorms will destroy you. They are absolutely no joke. They don't last a very long time, but they will cause a lot of damage to you and your equipment. You can get out of a lot of sandstorms by going into these membrane caves, but just keep in mind that there are enemies here, so be prepared to fight. They also destroy your bikes, so don't leave them outside in the weather. Try to recover them or put them inside your base. Tip number 2, when you're assembling your bike, ensure that you put it together in a proper fashion. The reason I say that is because the sand bike chassis or the sand bike cover will actually cover up a critical component. I was trying to figure out what was going on, why I couldn't jump on, why I couldn't ride, and one of my buddies, he said, "Hey, did you put this module on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I put everything together. I can't custom anything more and add anything." He's like, "Well, maybe you should take off something." So shout out to my one buddy for helping me do this. Otherwise, I would not have probably had a bike for a while. Tip 3, combat. I was just letting myself get shot and falling down for science. It's not because I have really bad aim. But as you can see, I got shot down quite a bit regardless if it was because of my aim or skill or I was just doing a demonstration. But yeah, as you can see, when you get downed, you go into a phase where you can kind of pick yourself up, but if they hit you, they start removing your health to where you can totally die, and I believe you can pick up your goods, just not with sandworms, which we'll cover down the line. Tip 4. Getting resources that are on the edges of cliffs. You can climb and scan it and then jump back down and laser it, but what I found with that is that it makes it very difficult because of the amount of time that you have to do this. What I found is that if I just jump up, scan, it'll lock in the scan. And then when I'm cutting, I can just jump up and down over and over again as I cut, and I'll usually be able to get it to break loose. As you can see, by the time you get down, you have very little time to actually scan the blue line. So jumping up and down works a lot better. In addition to that, jumping up and down when you're cutting with your laser also works very nicely, which I learned after trying to draw all over this thing. Tip 5 is with building. This game is very good about building for the most part, very similar to Once Human, but there's also some issues with clipping when you're trying to build walls from foundations. Back in the day, Ark was like this, and what ended up working is working from your way from the ceiling down. So if ever you're trying to build something really fast and nothing's clipping properly, just put a roof in and then build downwards and it should clip perfectly fine. Alright, and the final tip is sandworms. My chat wanted to see what happens if you died and how the respawn would look, especially if you died to a sandworm. So I went out into the middle of the desert, put a few things in my inventory, and ran around in circles to try and get this thing to come out. And it does. What I did notice is that you can be out in this desert and it can turn red, notifying you that the sandworm's coming about 3 times. As you can see in the distance, the sandworm is breaching far away, and the more you're out there and the more times it turns red and stays red, it'll actually get closer and closer to you. And right around the 3rd time is where it just comes out of nowhere and just destroys you. You do lose everything. You don't have a body that you can pick up your stuff and your loot from. If you're on a motorcycle, you will lose your motorcycle, and that will be that. You'll have to rebuild everything. Shout out to all the subscribers. We're at 566. You guys are amazing. We did this in about 4 weeks, so greatly appreciate it. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, try and hit the bell icon. You have to set it from personalized to notification. I make a video roughly once a week, maybe 2 videos, and that way it'll notify you and you can check out the new content. If you want to see me live, go to Twitch. I stream at 8 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays Central Time, and I'll put all my links in the comments. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome.